Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The second stimulus check has been officially confirmed. And not just confirmed, the amount will be bigger, larger than the previous one. When are we going to expect to get the stimulus check? Who qualifies to get the stimulus check? Is only American citizens or even green card holders? What about international students? What about temporary workers? Who qualifies to get the second stimulus? What is the fate of the unemployment benefit which people were getting from the state and also from the federal? Welcome everyone. This is a short video to give this breaking news, but I've made the larger video explain into details about the second stimulus check. This is the confirmation. In case you are waiting for this news, today is your lucky day. Welcome everyone. This is EBM Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and I'm here going to the Fox News with the official interview from the President Donald J. Trump explaining about the stimulus check. And obviously, I'll go to break down to you what does that mean for every individual in America. So let me go straight to this video and play to you. So we are talking about the second stimulus check, which in this context is going to be referred to fourth phase, because when we hear fourth phase of stimulus, we are talking about the actual second stimulus check. The actual check goes to individuals. The previous one, which came out in March, we got $1,200 for adult and $500 for qualifying dependents, which are children. But on this one, the House of Representatives, they have passed the bill, which is on the Senate. They are talking about $1,200 for adult, but also for children or dependents will be $1,200. That's what it is. And the other part is an insurance benefit is supposed to end in July. Usually you'll continue to get with your state benefit as normal. Usually, many of the states, they get up to $2,000 per month. But federal government gave a bonus in addition to $2,000 will be getting, or $2,500 depending on your state, is going to give you $600 per week, which makes $2,400 per month. So if you are unemployed, you can make up to $5,000 per month just by being unemployed. So the bigger discussion which is going on is, should that be extended? Because that is going to end this July 30th. So if it's going to end, according to the proposal, the HEROES Act, that has to be extended until January. But the discussion, Republicans don't want to extend that one because it is not going to give incentive people to go back to work. But why Donald Trump came on July 2nd to make this interview? Because all this time, Republicans, they haven't said publicly that they support the money to go quickly when everything, but now is coming this one because the Department of Labor has released the job data statistics, which how many jobs have been created so far. So let me go direct here and make sure that you understand.
Mr. President, thank you for talking to Fox Business. We appreciate it. A lot to get to. Let me start with Phase 4 and what might potentially come later this month. Another round of direct...
Phase 4 coming later this month. So we are talking about July. That's why I said I'm going to talk when the money will be coming out. Fourth phase, which is the stimulus check, second stimulus check coming out end of the month.
What might potentially come later this month. Another round of direct payments for individuals. Do you support that at this time?
I do.
Okay, let me break down to you. Do you support another round of stimulus check direct to individuals at this time? Because previously, White House, Senate, especially Republican, haven't come forward and say they support it right now. They said we were waiting to see how the first phase or the first stimulus check, 2.2 trillion, has done to the economy. Even myself, it's no brainer. I gave 2.2 trillion. I have to make a little bit of assessment evaluation to see, does it work? How does that going to do? That was the biggest question. So So that's why they ask, do you support at this time? Because previously no one ever came out and say I support, especially Republican.
Do you support that at this time?
I do. I support it, but it has to be done properly, and I support actually larger numbers than the Democrats. But
I do support the second round of stimulus, the direct check to the people. That's number one. Secondly, I want it to be done properly. Third point, he said, the number will be larger or higher than Democrats have proposed. What is the number Democrats proposed? 1,200 for adult, and also for this one, different from the previous one, 1,200 for child or dependent. Previous one, children, each child was qualifying for 500. But this time, this one. But the president says this time is going to be higher. So it will be higher for adult, basically, than 1,200, possibly 2,000. And for children, obviously they might leave the same 1,200, or they can go to 1,500. So they support, but it will be higher. So they are going to give a modified bill to counter the amount of Democrats' proposal, the one passed from the House of Representatives.
it's got to.
At this time?
I do. I support it, but it has to be done properly, and I support actually larger numbers than the Democrats. But it's got to be done properly. We had something where where it gave you a disincentive to work last time.
Last time, it gave this incentive people to go to work. The 600, it was necessary for that time. But for a longer time, if now they want to extend until January, because the end of this unemployment federal money to individual is July, end of July. So for those who do not know, or who are not unemployed now, if let's say I get I'm unemployed and my job is related to COVID, not having been employed, it means I get the state benefit, which is like maybe 2,000, and I get 2,400 from the federal government. So I make 4,400 up to 5,000 per month by not working. So if that's the case, it was giving people not time to go to work. That is the reason why people had to not to go to work. That was the reason. So they want to find something which is different to give incentive people to go back to work. That's why they wanted to change to end the 600. There is a modified bill in the Senate. People say instead of giving you by being unemployed for the federal money 600, maybe we will give you 400 if you go to work. So we'll give maybe 400 for 2-3 months. Each week you are going to get 400, so you can get at least 1,200 extra in addition to what you are getting paid in your salary. So people, if you go to work, you get more money than if you are not working. So that is something they might be having discussion about. But no matter what, the Republican and the Democrats both agree on unemployment. I mean, the stimulus check. Both agree on the unemployment benefit, but how unemployment benefit should be done, that's when they differ.
And it was still money going to people and helping people, so I was all for that. But we want to create a very great incentive to work. So we're working on that, and I'm sure we'll all come together.
You want the direct payments larger or the uninsurance benefits
I want
larger?
the money.
Listen, the very important question. Do you want the actual stimulus check direct benefit to me, as a taxpayer, to be larger, or you are talking about unemployment benefit to be larger? Obviously, to not be unemployment benefit. So,
On that, and I'm sure we'll all come together.
You want the direct payments larger or the uninsurance benefits
I want
larger?
the money getting to people to be larger so they can spend it. I want the money to get there quickly and in a
Direct
non-complicated
benefit
fashion. And they wanted to make it too complicated. Also, it was an incentive not to go to work. You'd make more money if you don't go to work. That's not.
yeah, if you make more money, myself, I will not go to work. I say at home, you give me money more than I was making, or the same amount. Why should I go to work? I'm not going to be motivated. That is not incentive.
Not what the country's all about. And people didn't want that. They wanted to go to work, but it didn't make sense because they make more money if they didn't. And we had some of that, and so we don't want to have that. We want to have people get out, and we want to create a tremendous incentive for people to want to go back to work.
On that end, the uninsurance benefits, Mitch McConnell yesterday signaled his support for an extension.
So Mitch McConnell, the majority Senate leader, now is supporting. Mitch McConnell is one from day one, is against on extending the 600. So now is signaling that we can extend. But by extending, obviously it's not extending 600 per se, it's a modified version on how we can be able to find a way not making larger amount of money by staying at home.
$600 figure. Do you agree with that number? Do you think it should be less?
We're getting together. We're going to meet tonight, and we're going to make a determination. But it's going to be a good number, a substantial number. People are going to be very happy. One thing that's happening, and
okay, so very quickly, we are meeting tonight. Who we? White House and most of the Mitch McConnell and other key leaders in the Republican, to talk about the number about the unemployment benefit, so that because the Republicans have to come with a counter bill or proposal. You cannot say, oh, we don't want this 600. So what is the amount? So you have to come with a tangible number, with the research, whatever data you are coming with. So we're meeting tonight, which was July 2nd, and then they will come up with the number about how much will be unemployment benefit. And if that amount of unemployment benefit, whether they're okay to be extending, but with what amount of the number, but also like how is going to be incentive people go to work. Maybe we'll say, okay, for those who don't have the job, we'll give maybe 200 extra from the federal, or 250, meaning we get 1,000 instead of 2,400. And then the same amount, if you got work, will add you maybe 1,000 or 100, 500 more for 2 months maybe, so that you can keep working, and then you cannot quit the job. And if you quit the job or you don't have the job, you are not going to get the added bonus from the federal. That will be one of the way they are going to talk about it. But in addition to that, they are talking about it. The number which they say is going to be stimulus check, the second check is going to be larger than Democrats proposed, which is 1,200 for adults and 1,200 for children. So this one is going to be higher than that. Higher what number? They have to come with the number. So we are hoping this beginning of next week, basically, because this Friday, and then 4th of July is coming up. So they want to come with people with great news, staying at home, talking good news with the American 4th of July independence. So those are the good news we'll be able to talk with you with the 4th of July discussion. But overall, in the next, after 4th of July, the next 2 weeks are the key weeks into the stimulus discussion into the Senate. Basically will be going to be approved before end of the month, so that people who are receiving unemployment federal, they know for sure from August 1st is that continuing or not. But also this stimulus is going to define the end of the more money for airline and other companies which they were given the money is going to end in September. If they don't get that extra money, there will be thousands and thousands of people are going to be out of job. And yesterday, why they are waiting until July to make this discussion is because yesterday the new statistic for job came out that for the month they have got 4.8 million jobs. People have got jobs 4.8. So that has reduced unemployment rate from 13% to 11% unemployment rate. And remember, by June 13th, there was 31.5 million unemployment, or people receiving unemployment benefits. So that is a huge number. So that one, 4.8 million, end of June, the jobs, people have got the jobs. So they were waiting for this kind of discussion. They are waiting for the numbers. That's why all Republicans, they say, no, let's hold on without this discussion. Let's wait to see how much the 2.2 trillion has done to the economy. So that's why they are starting to see the numbers, like in the jobs and everything. And why this one is supposed to be done very, very soon, apart from the end of the unemployment benefits, which is July. Something else you have to know, that the campaign is coming up. So for political reason, both the Democrats and Republicans must pass this immediately. In August, people have started to get the money because the process of giving the money takes 2 months, at least, minimum. So if the process is taking 2 months, so the money has to be started getting paid from August. August, September, probably that, because October we are going to the new fiscal year. So many determinations have to be done before October. And again, October we are the last time we are going for the election. So both, as I said, there are so many economic reasons why the projection they have to give this stimulus to boost the economy. The Federal Reserve and all other experts have given the advice to the government, to the Congress, everything. But deep down, as a politician, if you are a politician myself, I see also this one is something good for my constituents, how I can help my people in my state, so that I can be able to be also to get to support my people economy-wise, but also to be voted again. So it's election time. So these all are the factors which are they are surrounding this discussion about the second stimulus check. So that's why I haven't done most of the videos before. I was waiting for the actual when Republicans come forward and they say, because it's the Senate, we're talking about Senate. Congress have the House of Representatives have already passed, so everything is under Senate. Senate is majority are Republican and majority are for the House of Representatives is Democrats. So they passed that one, but it cannot go through without Senate to go through and go say yes or no. Yeah, so those are the key things I want to share with you to make sure that you understand when we are expecting. But whether you are green card holder, whether you are international student, whether you are American citizen, you are all going to get the money, the check, as long as you are taxpayer. I know in the bill they are talking about undocumented immigrant to get the money, but the bigger part which is confirmed is people who are taxpayers. If you go to the first stimulus, you're going to get the second one. And those people who are getting green card, they just arrived in the US, maybe January, February, you will just arrived in the US. Yes, you will still get the money. No matter what, you'll be able to get the money. And it's something which I can add more. The pandemic, the number was going down, the cases. Now it has been rising back for 2 reasons. Number one reason, the demonstrations, people didn't follow the proper procedure. And obviously, they are closed, which caused many people to get infected. Secondly, opening up the states. So people started with some going to the bar, going to work, going to the hotel, restaurants, all those kind of things caused another going up, rising up. We have seen in Texas and Florida very tough situations. They are starting closing back the bars, closing back to the restaurants. So this stimulus has to go out immediately. The second, the HEROES Act must be passed very, very soon so that economy can be injected in the numbers of 4.8 million, so that in July and August, number to go up to end the unemployment, especially before the new fiscal year starts. So thank you, everyone. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, everyone. This is EBM out.